What's going on, everyone? We've got two awesome cards to cover today, so let's not waste any time jumping into this. First up, we have Grave Champion, and just look at this art. This looks incredible. Just as most of the other art has been looking awesome, but I think the purple and the black just really stands out and makes this card look so much cooler than the others. But anyway, he's a black 4 with 4 attack, 4 endurance. So pretty powerful, like probably a turn 3, turn 4 drop, but his effect is nuts. So, when this card is summoned, each player chooses one of their creatures and destroys it. So, the obvious downside to this is that you have to destroy one of your own creatures. But you can choose, like, if you're playing red with this deck, you can destroy your goblin or Sarg, the other dwarf that we've seen, which both have effects that trigger when they're destroyed. So, you can use that to put your opponent even in an even worse situation by dealing damage to their shields and their creatures, respectively. And the other downside to this is that your opponent gets to choose what creature they destroy. So you want to combo this with something like Torch or Earthcrack, where you can destroy one of their cards first and then play this card, and they have to destroy a different card. So essentially you get rid of one of their lower cost creatures, and then they'll have to destroy one of their higher ones. So there's a lot of potential with this card. Also something else, if in the future we get effects that require a creature to rest itself in order to activate the effect, you could use that effect and then summon Grave Champion, destroy the creature whose effect you just used, and since you already got value out of that card, it's not essentially a negative for you. But either way, I do really like this card. I feel like it's definitely at least a 2 of in a black deck, depending on how you're playing it. And yeah, it's only a common also, so if you're getting multiple packs, you're bound to get at least 1 or 2 of them. So anyways, moving on to our second card, we have Elven Bladesmith, which is a yellow 1-drop. So this is our second yellow 1 that we've seen. So maybe all colors are going to have 2 1-drops to start off with. I think that'd be kind of cool. And it has 1 attack, 1 endurance, and an awesome effect. So when your other creature attacks, you can discard a card. If you do, that creature gets +1/+1 for the turn, and if you discard a yellow card with this effect, at the end of the turn, you can draw a card. So it buffs one of your creatures, it lets you cycle through your cards, and you're getting so much value out of this. So, downside to it, it can't trigger on itself, so he can't get or she um, cannot get the +1/+1 when it attacks. However, it doesn't say when one of your other creatures attacks. So, um, until we get clarification on this, you could potentially, if you have 5 creatures out on the field, use this effect 5 times and discard 5 yellow cards if your hand has happened to be loaded, and then draw 5 new cards at the end of your turn. So that would just be ridiculous. I guess we'll find out later if you can actually do that with this card. But even if you can't, I still think this card is really great. I just wish that we had some reason for yellow to be drawing and discarding all these cards. So hopefully we'll see that later. But yeah, let me know what you think of these cards. And make sure to check out Dragoborne and the Facebook page. Links to both of those are down below. As you noticed, this is only 2 cards and it's on a Monday. The reason for that is because 0 was the card that was released on Thursday, and I already covered that card, so I decided to just save Grave Champion for today's video, and then I'm either going to do 2 more videos talking about 2 cards, or I'll do 1 video talking about the 4 other cards that get released this week. And I also have a Digging Deeper episode going up tomorrow, and I'll probably have another one going up later this week, depending on if I get time to record it. But either way, you should be getting at least 2 more videos this week. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching.